Okay, so we are doing newsletters, and there's a newsletter template that is in the Creative Cloud file. But for all intents and purposes, it's just as easy just to find the last one that we did and modify that, because a lot of times things won't have to change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up the file, and you'll see there's several different files. There's a PSD, and then there are 4 JPEG images. All right, we want the PSD, the Photoshop file. So I'm going to open it up, pop up in Facebook, Photoshop.
It's clearly Twitter.
Yep. And you'll see 4 different files. You've got a front, a back, a front 2 up, and a back 2 up. Okay. So those are 4 different artboards. Essentially, we're creating a 2 up in Photoshop, so the printer doesn't try to do it separately, because these are 5x7s roughly instead of 8.5 by 11s. All right, they're half page. They're 2 up. We're going to cut it into 2 pieces. Easy enough. Makes sense. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is, because this is an old file, we want to resave it because we don't want to write over that file. So I'm going to change this to desktop. And it says 17th, I'm going to put 14th. And because this is the new world, Lexington. All right. So boom, there we go. I'm going to save it.
So, sorry,
And
question.
it pops up here. Question.
Would you want to make both on one artboard? And then just...
I think it's going to be easier to do them separately and keep 2 separate files, just because it'll make modifications easier and that kind of stuff. That would be an option. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come down on the 2-up artboards and delete everything. All right, I want those to be blank. This is a little bit of a convoluted process, but trust me, we've done it a million times. It's the easiest way. All right, I want these guys blank. All right, deleting them. And then I'm going to go in, and on these 2 is where I actually change the information. Okay, this one particularly is going to be super easy because this week's message is going to be the 7th message is going to be the message delivered this week in Lexington. So I don't have to change anything here except for the date. All right.
And the week number.
It'll still be week 1.
So is their
Lexington.
series shorter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that'll all stay the same there. The difference will be in the back. The announcement in Lexington is different this week. Okay. Super simple. What I'm going to do is it is the app. So I'm going to come in here and just find my app slide. All of the headers for the newsletters are formatted the same way as the slides. So let me just type for R2 app. And it's not coming up. It's being a jerk. So I'll just go to Evernote. We're going to go a little bit faster. And we get a whole list of things. So we're just going to flip through them real quick. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. None of those. It's down to the 17th.
That one.
App announcement. There we go. So there's the slide that we need. 170955. Close all this out. And I'm just going to drag the one that we need into the thing. All right. And it's not going to show up. It actually showed up here because it was on the front. So I can just pull it over here. I'm going to put it in approximately the right place. Hit the check mark and it'll pop up. All right, so there we go. I'm going to hit Command T. That's our transform function. That's what changes everything, Command T. You can get it to it from the edit folder, but it's a whole lot easier just to hit the thing on it. I'm going to hold Shift to retain my perspective and slide it up so it fits just inside the guides. All right, and we are golden there. Okay. There's also, if you look in the layers here, there's a layer called frame, and if you keep it on top, it will make sure that everything stays inside your margins. If I went to go to increase this too big, you'll see that because the frame is there, it keeps the white in. See what I'm saying? So we're operating under that. All right, so there we go. I'm just going to change the text here. I'm going to use the text tool that's over here, the T-type tool, and just click and retype this in.
So is there a copy?
Best way. The copy will usually be found in the email from Karen.
Okay.
Yep. The best way to keep
You're like a walking copy
with what's going on at Renaissance Road.
Something I never knew how to spell before I started coming here. Renaissance.
There you can find past messages, upcoming events, and much more. Boom. Easy. All right. I hate hanging split words, so I always kill those. I will say you can download the R2 Church app.
There's a couple of these in there.
What?
You type D twice. Sorry.
From the App Store or the Google Play Store. For free. I don't like that there. Then, all right. Not too worried about all this white space and that kind of stuff. It's all gravy. All right, so there we go. We're good to go. This makes us happy. Here's where it gets a little convoluted, but it's the best way to make sure everything lines up right. All right, I'm going to go File. We'll save everything first, and then I'm going to File, Export, Artboards to File. Okay, go through this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to print out 4 artboards. You see right here, we've got a front, a back, and 2 blanks. All right, so I'm just going to go to the 2 up here, and I'm going to pull in front, and then I'm going to click on and hit the check mark to place it. Using the move tool, I want to select the back one. I'm going to drop the back one in and hit the check mark to place it. Okay. Now on each one of them, I'm just going to make a copy, duplicate. I'm just pulling that layer down to the duplicate thing. And then I'm just going to click on each one of them and use the align tools up here at the top. Now, because I dropped them in the way that I did, they're already aligned top to bottom. So I just need to align them left to right. So we'll click on one and align it left. The next one, align it right. Same thing over here. I'm going to click here, align left, align right, and Command Save. And then I'm going to export again. Export artboards to file. run it.
And that's what gets printed.
And now, hit OK. Now we'll see that we've got the left and right and the left and right in our 2UP files. And then I'll save those 5 files and we'll be good to go.
Spiffy.
Questions? Sweet. There we go. That's it. Later. Oops, wrong button.